Justin, what are you working on?
Hey Jesse, I'm just writing a letter to some of our presidential candidates right now. After looking into gun control, I think it's probably a pretty big issue in our country right now, and I'd really like to hear some of them talk more about it. Hear their
Shootings at police stations. We don't have mass shootings at most places where people are able to protect themselves. But even in a state like Utah, for example, where you can have a concealed carry firearm at a school, they had a mass shooting at a mall several years ago. The mall was posted, "No guns." The "No guns" sign says, "We're stuck on stupid."
I wonder if gun-free zones aren't all they're cracked up to be.
Yeah, maybe not.
I wonder how people feel about that issue.
Let's go find out.
We have a very deeply divided country. We have a large chunk of the country that wants to focus on the instrument for these evil deeds, the gun, and other people who want to focus on the criminally insane or the criminal minds that are behind these horrific incidents. And I think we have to look at both sides of that coin. I think we have to look both at the gun issue, but we also have to look at the mental health issue and the extent to which gun control laws are either effective or not effective.
There are some things that no matter what you did, you're not going to fix evil, basically. There are people who are evil, whether they're trying to murder somebody, assault them, steal something. There are also problems with mental illness in the United States. I would say that some of the things we're doing are not helping, that when we have gun laws that essentially aim at people who are already law-abiding citizens and not the bad guys, then I don't think that's helping, okay? I do think that, and some of the laws that people propose, especially some things like gun-free zones and things like that, I don't think those are helpful at all. Gun-free zones are, some people call them killing zones, targets of opportunity. NRA's Eddie Eagle program that has a gun safety program that's taught in a lot of areas, and it's roundly criticized by all the anti-gunners because they think that it's making people desensitized to gun violence or something.
I guess maybe gun-free zones really aren't the solution.
No.
But I'd kind of like to hear from someone who had an opinion kind of opposite his.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to find out why they would believe that gun-free zones would help.
Let's go find out.
A ban on assault weapons includes California, Connecticut, District of Columbia, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, and Hawaii. Those states that impose waiting periods, there are 11 of them, and the district requiring waiting periods for purchases of some or all firearms. And then 30 states authorize or require reporting of prospective buyers' mental health to the FBI's criminal background check system. And 49 states and the district allow people to carry concealed firearms.
Do you think that as a country we're doing enough to enforce the laws we have already in place?
No, I don't think so. And I think part of that reason is because the laws have been written to be unenforceable. And that is, a direct, they were written purposefully that way.
How do you feel about gun-free zones?
Well, I don't use the term gun-free zone, for one. I think, like I said, I think that there are some places in our society that the local people who live and work there should be allowed to decide whether or not weapons are allowed to be carried inside or not.
I know that there are, counseling and there is help for people who feel that way or who feel that they want to go out and commit a mass shooting, as the media would call it. Do you think that making help more available and more known about could help to prevent some of this gun violence?
Absolutely. But, increasing access to mental health care should not be done at the cost of no improvements to gun policy. We need both. They both should happen.
Dear presidential candidates, I am writing you to ask about your opinions on the issue of gun control in our country. I feel strongly about this issue, and after having looked into it the last few weeks, I feel that I'm fairly educated on the topic, and I know that there has to be a solution. However, I do not know what it may be. I plead you, please, help us find the solution. There must be one.